Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. So this week's edition was going to be about Snyder Cut again. This time watching it on 4K Blu-ray because the release is on the 24th. It's the 23rd right now, and I'm working on videos and I remembered, well, on Friday they released Army of the Dead on Netflix in the UK. I don't know if it's a worldwide date, but in the UK definitely it was Friday. Zack Snyder is a director who I quite like. Haven't enjoyed all of his stuff, admittedly, but I like Man of Steel. It grew on me for sure. Like when I first watched it, I didn't like it, but over time I definitely had a change of opinion on it. BVS, I've defended. I don't think it was that bad. The 3-hour version is so much better though. Like I don't know why they didn't release that version in cinemas. And then the Snyder Cut, Justice League, was just amazing. I love 300. 300 is one of his best movies. It's unbelievably good. I watched Watchmen and I liked that. I watched the longest version as well. I didn't like the animated part of it, but everything else, it was a good movie. Haven't seen Dawn of the Dead. I don't know if I have to see that to watch this, but haven't seen Dawn of the Dead. It is what it is. I just haven't seen that movie. I don't think I've seen anything else either. What else did he direct? Was it Sucker Punch? No, I've just seen his DC movies and 300, so I can't judge his full roster of movies. But when I saw the trailer for Army of the Dead, I looked at the cast from the trailer. A zombie movie and also a heist movie. There's money in Vegas, but there's a community of zombies there, and these zombies are smarter than your average zombie in movies and shows. I was sold just by the first trailer, and I'm excited. 2.5 hours? Yeah. This is good stuff. It's 1 AM. I got work tomorrow, but I start at 2 in the afternoon, so I still get a good enough sleep. I'm gonna watch this right now. Let's do this. Okay, so I've seen the opening scene. I'm 10 minutes in. This is crazy, man. I like it already. It's dark, but I like dark. Okay, obviously, it's got to be dark. It's a zombie movie, but it's also got a bit of comedic style to it as well. I like what they're going for, and based on the first 10 minutes, I'm excited to see. Also, I'm here in my setup watching it on a monitor, not on my big OLED TV, because I don't have Netflix in 4K. I just have the regular £6 subscription. I just can't justify paying an extra £7 just to get 4K. I can't justify that. It's mainly because the selection of movies and shows are just not big enough. Like I need more new stuff, more exciting stuff to actually tempt me. And especially considering like other stuff, other platforms have free 4K, like Amazon Prime Video, for example. So yeah, I'm just watching it in standard quality. So what's the point of wasting that on a big TV? I know it's got upscaling qualities, but I think the monitor works fine. So I'm 2 hours in. I'm really into this, man. I don't know why I even got the camera out, to be honest. I'm so into this movie. It's crazy. Like the zombie action in like the first third of the movie, it's not really like zombie action heavy. You see some zombie action, but not much. But once they actually get into the city, and well, I mean, after a certain point in the movie, it just goes all out action with zombies, and it's awesome. I also like a couple things that, like, when you play zombie games, one big problem is you run out of bullets. That problem happens with some characters in this. There's some characters that are real pricks that get their comeuppance, shall we say. I'm not going to say much else because spoilers, but yeah, not everyone makes it out alive. That's quite obvious. There's an army of zombies in Las Vegas. There's just a small group of people. They're not all going to make it out alive. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, this team is full of good and bad people. But what I really like is the way this team, like the way they interact with each other. It's kind of funny. There's a lot of comedic stuff about the way they talk to each other, especially with particular characters. I like how each character provides a value. I just don't feel there's any really any weak characters. Like there may be one or two, but it's not like an issue. I feel like all the main characters in this team, they will have their part to play, and I think it really comes together quite well. And there's still half an hour left, so it's pretty crazy. Like it's an army of zombies, but some zombies are smarter than others. I'm not going to explain why, but I guess it says it in one of the trailers, to be fair. But there are smarter zombies, you know, like in Game of Thrones, where there's the smarter zombies and there's the Army of the Dead who are not so smart. Similarities, but I'm not going to elaborate too much. Just in case you want to see the movie yourself, you don't want to be spoiled. To be fair, it's a zombie fighting movie and it's a heist movie. I'm not sure people were bothered about being spoiled, but just in case, I will not. So I'm pretty sure there's no after credits scene, and well, the last scene of the movie is pretty much an after credits scene. It feels like an after credits scene anyway. Like, I feel like the movie has an ending, then there's another scene that feels like it should be part of an after credits scene, but it's not before the credits. So there's the ending scene, then there's another scene, and then it rolls the credits. It's a bit weird. So yeah, this movie was decent. It wasn't amazing. I enjoyed the zombie action. Think it's a cool heist movie and a cool zombie movie. The ending, the way it ends for certain characters, some characters I'm just not happy with the way it ended for them. Other characters I'm just like, okay, interesting. There was an emotional ending as well. There were a lot of interesting things. But yeah, that last scene, it just felt so misplaced. There are some parts of the ending that I felt could have been done a lot better. They were doing so well the first 2 hours. The last half an hour, there was some awesome parts in there, some cool things to see, but there was something missing. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say about spoiling, but yeah, I felt like they could have done better with the finale of the movie. But I felt the setup at the start was good, the action throughout was good, even towards the end. The action was great. There's a helicopter scene at the end, which is crazy. There's some cool parts. There's a lot of cool things about this movie, but it's not great. I just feel like it lacked something. It lacked something at the end, and I felt that the climax could have been better. Having said that, if they want to do a sequel, I would happily watch it, because if you give me more of this type of zombie action, I'm down for it. Good story or not. But the story I felt was fine, but I feel like the characters... Like, the story is pretty simple for the most part, but the characters are what carried it. The chemistry between the characters especially, that's what carried the movie. And yeah, there is like an antagonist sort of, but I feel like we don't get enough of him. I don't know how you would have put him in here, to be fair, considering the context, but I kind of wanted more from him. Like his motivations for certain things as well. That's another thing. But yeah, the zombies were cool. The zombie tiger was crazy. Looked a little weird effects wise, to be honest. I guess it was just meant to look ugly, but it still looked a bit weird in some scenes. But still, a zombie tiger, my word. There's a scene where you see a zombie tiger just rip someone apart. It's brutal, but I love it. Fatality. Zombie wins. Nah, seriously though, there's some cool scenes in this. But yeah, that ending scene, it just felt so out of place, but also sets up a sequel if they want to do one. You know what I want to see a sequel for? 300. Alright, they made 2. I want to see the next battle. Right, I need to see that. I hope they make that movie. Anyway, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya. Oh yeah, here's an after credits scene. My rating is a 7.7 out of 10. It's pretty good. Not great, but pretty good and enjoyable, and I would rewatch it.
I should go, no, I don't wanna let you down.